Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to learn to find the volume of shapes. We've got 4 success criteria, and the first one is to be able to find the area of shapes. So to be able to find the volume of shapes, you need to be confident with calculating the area of 2D shapes. So you should be able to calculate the area of rectangles and parallelograms, the area of trapeziums, the area of compound shapes, and the area of triangles. So we're just going to quickly recap how to find the area of each of these shapes. So to find the area of a rectangle, you need to be able to do the base times height. For the area of a triangle, you do the base times height divided by 2, and the base and the height will always meet each other at a right angle. For the area of a parallelogram, we do the base times the height, and again, the height will meet the base at a right angle. And for the area of a trapezium, we add together the parallel sides, we divide by 2, and then we times by the height. And the height is always the distance between the 2 parallel sides. We can also find the area of a compound shape by splitting it up into 2 shapes or 3 shapes or however many shapes that we're able to find the area of. So if I split this shape up into 2 rectangles, fill in any missing sides, so that side there is 6 centimeters, and this side here is 7 centimeters. And then I can find the area of each of these shapes. So I'll find the area of the first rectangle by doing 3 times 6, so that's 18 centimeters squared. And the second rectangle by doing 4 times 7, so that's 28 centimeters squared. So that means a total area of 46 centimeters squared. Here's some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers, so you can mark those. So now we've completed success criteria 1, so we're going to move on to number 2, and this is to find the volume of cuboids. So volume is the space inside a 3D shape, and it's measured in centimeters cubed, or meters cubed, or millimeters cubed, etc. So we want to find the volume of this 3D shape, and each cube is 1 centimeter cubed in volume. That means the dimensions are 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. So to find the volume, all I need to do is count how many of these centimeter cubes make up the shape. So this is made up of 12 cubes, so the volume is 12 centimeters cubed. Here are some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So the first one is made up of 6 cubes, so that's 6 centimeters cubed. The orange one is 8 centimeters cubed. The yellow one is 12 centimeters cubed. The green one is 8 centimeters cubed. Purple is 14 centimeters cubed. And pink is 15 centimeters cubed. So now we can work out the volume of cuboids like this. So the volume is 12 centimeters cubed because there's 12 cubes that make up the shape. But how could we work this out without having to count the cubes? Well, if we look at the width, that's 2 centimeters. The length is 3 centimeters. And the height is 2 centimeters. So these are the 3 dimensions, and that's why it's called the 3-dimensional shape. When we times these together, we get the volume. So 2 times 3 times 2 is 12. so the volume is 12 centimeters cubed. So if we want to find the volume of this cube, we need to times the 3 dimensions together. So we do 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64 centimeters cubed. Here's a question for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So for this one, we need to times the 3 dimensions together. So that's 7 times 3 times 2, and that makes 42. We need to make sure we remember to put the units on, so it's 42 centimeters cubed. Here's some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers, there's your amber answers, and there's your red answers. And now we've completed success criteria 2. So now we're going to move on to number 3, and this is to find the volume of prisms. So a prism has 2 ends which are exactly the same shape and size, and is the same shape all the way through, and you can see some examples of prisms around the outside. To find the volume of a prism, we do the cross-sectional area times by the length. So this basically means we find the area of the front face and times by how far that goes back. So the cross-sectional area is known as the front face. So to find the volume of this triangular prism, we need to find the area of the triangle at the front and times by how far it goes back, so times by 5 centimeters. So the area of the triangle at the front will be 2 times 4 divided by 2. So we do height times base divided by 2. So that's 4 centimeters squared. To find the volume, we now times by how far that goes back, so we times it by 5. So the volume is 20 centimeters cubed. To find the volume of this prism, we need to find the area of the parallelogram at the front, so we need to do the height times the base, so 5 times 10. So the area of the front face is 50 centimeters squared, and now we times that by how far that goes back to find the volume. So we do 50 times by 6, so that's 300 centimeters cubed. Here's some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers, there's your amber answers, there's your red answers, and there's your purple answers. And now we've completed success criteria 3, so we're going to move on to number 4, and this is to apply to problem solving questions. So Jane has a carton of orange juice. The carton is in the shape of a cuboid. The depth of orange juice in the carton is 8 centimeters. Jane closes the carton and turns the carton over so that it now stands on the shaded face. Work out the depth in centimeters of the orange juice now. So the first thing, there's the orange juice, and the first thing that we need to be able to do is work out the volume of the orange juice that's in there. So it's got a height of 8 centimeters. So to find the volume of orange juice, we do 6 times 8 times 10. So that's 480 centimeters cubed. The carton's then turned over, so it now looks like this, with 6 centimeters at the front, 20 centimeters at the side and 10 centimeters high. Now we want to find out how far up the carton the orange juice goes, so we want to find the height. So we need to divide the 480 centimeters cubed by 6 and by 20, and that will tell us the height. So the height is 4 centimeters. In this question, the swimming pool is in the shape of a prism. The swimming pool is filled with water at a rate of 5 litres per second. Jeremy has 10 hours to fill the swimming pool. 1 metre cubed is equal to 1,000 litres. So will he completely fill the swimming pool in the 10 hours? So we need to work out the volume of this prism first of all, and we do that by finding the area of the front face. So if I split it up into a rectangle and a triangle, the area of the rectangle is 15 meters squared, and the area of the triangle will be 5 meters squared. So that's a total area, if I add 15 and 5 together and times by how far it goes back, so times by 10. So it's got a volume of 200 meters cubed. So the volume in litres, if we know 1 meter cubed is 1,000 litres, we can times by 1,000 and that will convert it into litres. So there's 200,000 litres in the swimming pool. Now he fills it at a rate of 5 litres per second. So that's 300 litres per minute, which is 18,000 litres per hour. So we can do 200,000 divided by 18,000 to work out how many hours it will take to fill up this swimming pool. And it will take 11.1 hours. So the answer is the pool takes 11.1 hours to fill with water, so we won't be able to do it in the 10 hours. Here's 4 questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. So here are your answers. So for the green one, if we work out the volume of the smaller cuboid, so that's 31,500, and we want to see the height of this in the larger cuboid, so we divide by 100 and divide by 15, and that will tell us the height. So it's got a height of 21 centimeters. For the orange question, we'll work out the volume of the sandpit first. So that's a volume of 240,000 centimeters cubed. Now 1 litre is equal to 1,000 centimeters cubed. So if we divide that by 1,000, we can fill the sandpit with 240 litres of sand. There are 8 litres in each bag, so we're going to need 30 bags, and each bag costs £2.50. So in total we're going to spend £75. So Sally is wrong because it'll cost £5 more than £70. For the red question, if we work out the volume of the tank, so we add together the parallel sides, divide by 2 and times by the height, and then times by how far it goes back. So that's a volume of 13.2 meters cubed. If we times that by 100 cubed, that will convert it into centimeters cubed. And we know that 1 litre is 1,000 centimeters cubed. So if we divide that by 1,000, we've got 13,200 litres. Now we only want to fill it to 85% capacity, so if we find 85% of 13,200, We do that by times them by 0.85. So we need 11,220 litres. Now it fills at a rate of 300 litres every minute. So if we divide that by 300, it will take 37.4 minutes in total to fill the tank. And we've already waited 1 minute, so we need to wait another 36.4 minutes. For the purple question, if we work out the volume of the pond, we add together the parallel sides, divide by 2 and times by the height, and then times by how far it goes back. So it's got a volume of 1.8 meters cubed. After 30 minutes it goes down by 20 centimeters. So that's a volume of 0.4 meters cubed, so it goes down by 0.4 meters cubed every 30 minutes. So that means it will go down by 0.8 meters cubed every hour. So time taken to empty will be 1.8 divided by 0.8. So it'll take 2.25 hours, which is 2 hours and 15 minutes. So time left to wait, if we've already waited half an hour, will be 1 hour and 45 minutes. And now we've completed success criteria 4. So now that we've completed the last objective, it's time to end the video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it useful. Make sure to like and subscribe and be sure to check out the other videos on the rest of the channel. I'll see you next time. See ya.